Hello YouTube, and we are back again with another episode of Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke. KDP here, and from the last episode what I remember is that we took on the gym, we took on Team Rocket, and I think we also defeated our rival in the last episode, so there was a lot of action along with some new additions to the team that we're going to recap over just now. So we have our team of 6 here, finally filled out the squad. We have Sandshrew, Wolverine the Sandshrew, holding on the Quick Claw with Scratch, Rock Smash, Sand Attack, Poison Sting, and the Keen Eye ability. We have KFC the Moltres with Ember, Wing Attack, Fire Spin, and Agility with the Oblivious ability. We have Flippers the Dugong, hatched from our egg, actually received from Mr. Pokemon. With the moves Icy Wind, Extrasensory, Signal Beam, Ice Shard, and the Marvel Scale ability. We have our starter, Psycho the Curlia, with the moves Confusion, Double Team, Lucky Chant, Teleport, and the Filter ability, holding on to the Odd Incense. We have our newly caught Pidgeotto, or was a Pidgey previously, called Raspberry, with the moves Gust, Quick Attack, Sand Attack, and Tackle, and the Tinted Lens ability after evolution. And we have our final team member, Gator the Feraligatr, with the moves Water Gun, Leer, Scratch, and Bite, and the Solar Power ability, holding on to the King's Rock. So yeah, quite an action-packed episode last time, and just like that, it's going to be quite an action-packed episode today. We are going to go straight into Ilex Forest over here and continue with our journey onwards and upwards. So we've already received our encounter for Ilex Forest. I don't think that's anyone on our team. I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, it is our Nidorino, which we actually currently have in our PC. So, what's going to be angry? The Farfetch'D that cut trees for charcoal took off in the forest. Can you catch them for me? We'll face towards you if you step on a branch. That's your chance. Sneak up behind and catch them. Do you think you can do that? I can absolutely do that. No bother. I've got this nailed down to a T, this strategy. Yeah, so we have caught a Nidorino here. That's our encounter, as you can see from the little Pokeball next to its name. So stepping on the branch, it's facing the direction when you step on the branch. Now there's a branch there. Oh, forgetting counters are going to be a little bit annoying. Oh, a Kangaskhan. So as you can see, the Farfetch'D is still facing down that way, so you come in from behind. Sneak attack, and you smother it and sneak it back. There's another one missing. Yeah, we remember the gimmick, don't you worry. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we've actually picked up what we would call a static encounter. So the old Amber is originally the fossil for Aerodactyl, and we can revive that for a randomised encounter from that fossil. Although if I remember rightly, I don't think fossils can be revived until like the post game. So unfortunately, we will not be able to revive that for some time, but we do have an extra encounter with that. So there you go. So you to catch it from behind, you obviously have to speak to it, but because it was facing a certain way, there was no way to get behind it. So we have to kind of get it to turn round, and from what I remember, so it turns this way. Now, we have kind of committed to that, so we can't turn it the other way, but we do this. Turns back, we can go up and round these twigs, and sneak attack again from behind to catch it. Now, unfortunately, I know what happens now. This is actually where we get the cut HM. And unfortunately, somebody on the team is going to have to learn that HM for us. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I'm very much an advocate of, whenever I've played these games, I never really catch a HM slave, or a HM user, because I'm very much one for trying to use the HMs on Pokemon that I want to have in my team. I don't really like kind of switching out my team that much, so I just prefer having HMs on the ones I use. So there's only really two options here. Now, because I know we won't get Waterfall for a little bit, and that's probably what I'm likely to give for Alligator later, I'm going to teach that. I was actually thinking about teaching that to Sandshrew, but if I can get rid of Scratch for now, and I'll replace Cut later, hopefully, with the Waterfall TM. So actually, doesn't work out too bad. At least we've got two HMs now that we can use. We've got Rock Smash on Sandshrew there, and we've got Cut on for Alligator. So I actually do know that, and I can't remember specifically, I think if we don't quite proceed just yet, we'll get an item from the same guy there that we've just helped catch the FARFETCH'D for. If I remember, oh, we're going a bit all over the place again. The messy controller here, not helping with the movement. I think this is the house, yep, so this is the Cut Master's house. But I think if we speak to him just now, oh no, maybe it's this guy? Exactly there, yep, I knew that we would catch it. So for helping him out to catch the FARFETCH'D, he gives us the charcoal. Now we don't have any fire types. Oh, we do actually. That's so stupid. There we go, I suppose we do have a fire type then that we can give that to. I wasn't even thinking about that, that's so stupid. So we can power up fire type moves and give that to our Moltres. So now we will progress. We progress through Ilex Forest. We can finally move onwards and upwards through the forest and hopefully, again, maybe pick up an extra couple of encounters this episode. Add them to the team, add them to our kind of current team, possibly switch out some Pokemon or just add some firepower to the Pokemon box. Again, I'm going to apologise for the quality of the game. I am trying my best to rectify the situation as best as I can. I know there's an item here, Stardust, that's extra cash. We always take cash on board, absolutely. I've always been quite a fan of this music, the kind of creepy, ominous, I was about to say ominous music, kind of. And this music as well is pretty cool actually as well. The Kimono Girl. Kimono girl, lost and all alone. You're a girl lost in the dark, Ilex Forest. I will show you it. That's another cool part actually, with the kind of sprites of the Pokemon that walk about. There's kind of small interactions like stuff like this where your Pokemon kind of shows the way out. It's quite cool that they kind of introduced that as part of it. So like they have their own little sprites that kind of move around the map and do kind of little small things like that. That's like nothing major, but it's still pretty cool. And a Silver Powder. Okay, so that powers up, I believe, bug type moves. Yep, the Silver Powder does. We do have a bug type move on Flippers or Dugong, but I mean, why not? For now, it's not really, there's nothing else to really give that I'm seeing. We don't have anything else, so why not? We'll just give Flippers the Silver Powder and power up, because Flippers knows Signal Beam, so we can power up her bug type move and Signal Beam, mixing together two of those words. Luckily would have been quite a cool encounter for this actually. But we're just going to run, because we've already captured our encounter for the Ilex Forest. A lot of bumping into trees here. Now, with this mechanic, we can... I'll go through this. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using Headbutt. It's fun. Here, you try it with your Pokemon too. Now, I actually previously... I wonder if... Can Sandshrew let it? Oh, Shadow Claw. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so headbutt's randomised. Oh, okay. Okay. Here was me thinking that it was actually going to be headbutt. Now the issue it's not an issue, but if I thought it was headbutt, because you can headbutt trees and from that encounters fall down. So like it's normally just bug Pokemon or something like fall out of the trees as your encounter. Now I could have used that in some of the cities where there isn't grass and stuff. You can like bump the trees and get an encounter, and that would count as your encounter in that area for the city, because obviously there's no grass, so naturally you wouldn't think there would be encounters there. So, and in the previous episode I remember getting rid of headbutt on, I think it was flippers, and just as I did it, it kind of popped into my head, but I thought it's okay, I can just reteach it with this guy. But this guy is now, it's randomised, so I'm going to get rid of Poison Sting, and I'm actually going to teach Sandshrew Shadow Claw, why not? Get a little bit of extra coverage and... Lovely. I wonder if anyone else can learn Shadow Claw. Moltres? Nope. Flippers? Flippers is trying to learn Shadow Claw as well, but it's not really a physical attacker, so we're not going to teach that. Okay. The other Pokemon that I would possibly want to teach it to would be possibly for Alligator, because it's an attacking Pokemon. Yes, please. We could get now, because Bite is super effective against Psychic type Pokemon, and trying to think about my types here. Psychic type and Ghost type Pokemon, and then Ghost is super effective against the same, so realistically they're kind of the same thing. Now I don't actually ever really use Leer, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I know they're super effective against the same types, but I'm just going to get rid of that, just for the sake of having one move that can flinch and one that can have a high critical hit ratio. See there, you can kind of, these trees can be headbutted, so unfortunately, unless we get another Pokemon that knows Headbutt, we will not be able to get encounters from these trees until we get that. So, bit of a boo-boo on my part, but we'll make up for it. I'm sure we'll find a way to kind of, we'll either maybe have a Pokemon that has Headbutt that we can use when we're trying to capture Pokemon from trees, or something like that. We'll figure it out. Ooh, a Corsola. That must be the kind of rare encounter in this, in the forest. And I think this person... Yep, we have a free TM here, a randomised TM. Let's see if it's anything good. Now it's normally Taunt. So let's see what we have been given. TM12, Acid Armor. Oh, we got it again, okay, so nothing new. We have another Acid Armor TM that we're likely to sell for cash. Route 34, okay. So we have a new encounter here. I'm going to quickly just save. Okay, and we are going to try and possibly capture another Pokemon for the team. Could it replace something? Could it be added to the box as firepower? We shall see. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. Okay, a Fearow. Not bad. We already kind of have a flying type Pokemon, so two actually. We've got our kind of Pidgeotto and our Moltres. Oh, the Quick Claw springing into action there. Not bad. Okay, so our defense is getting lowered a little bit. Not a massive deal. We're not going to get... Okay, that's 2 stages now, so that's a slightly bigger deal, but we'll get this scratch in. I reckon we can get one more scratch in to really kind of cement that red health, hopefully, and not kill it. Oh, perfect. Okay. Now, I don't think this Fearow is going to be able to take us out in one, even with 2 defense drops, so I'm going to just go for the Pokeball on it. And we've added a Fearow to the team, or to the squad, let's just say, because it's probably going to go on the PC, it's not going to be added to the team. It cleverly uses its thin, long beak to pluck and eat small insects that hide under the ground. Well, it's known as the Beak Pokemon, so let's unfortunately give it another rather unfortunate nickname. Beaks. Oh, these Pokemon must feel so sad to join our team. Anyways, moving on, let's get some EXP for the squad. Let's power up these Pokemon. You want to try and maximise as much as possible on a Nuzlocke, maximise that EXP so that you're not losing Pokemon as much as you can. So we're likely to one-shot this. Yep, with that type advantage. Crawdont. Ooh. I'm going to swap out for this one. Let's go into Raspberry for this one. I don't think Crawdont will know any like ice type moves or anything. This might actually be... I can't even remember the last episode. This possibly could be Raspberry's debut battle as a Pidgeotto. Oh no! Well, as a Pidgeotto, yeah, I think it was definitely used. I think I used it in the gym battle actually. So Crawdont has decided to waste its turn here and go for a Harden, to which we will send it packing. Down it goes. And let's go back to Wolverine for this one. Whilst we are battling this... Oh, it's got download. I think we must have battled a line-in before because I remember having download. This Quick Claw is really working its magic for us. It's worked like 3-4 times now. No damage there. We'll finish it off with a scratch. Whilst I'm finishing this off, we are going to note down that we captured a Fearow. And that it is not quite on the team, but we have noted it down, and its nickname was Beaks. So we have Beaks the Fearow, and I believe, actually I need to do a quick edit on that, I believe it was level 13. Rock Bug type. Just in case, we'll be super smart. Like, we could go to Moltres and probably just one-shot it with a Fire type move, but just in case it has a Rock type move that gets lucky or critical hits or something like that, we will be super safe. We've got a good looking squad, good looking team. We want to make sure that we're not losing anybody as much as we possibly can. Ba-ba-da-ba. So again, as you know from previous episodes, we let the OCD take over. Levels first, HP second. So we always put our weakest Pokemon to the start, just to give them that kind of chance to battle. And I think actually, to be fair, from the Pokemon games I've played like more recently, I think they've actually gone a little bit too easy in the fact that like EXP is dished out to all Pokemon in the party after battles and stuff, and it doesn't really... Oh, okay, it's got Sandstream. But like EXP is dished out to all Pokemon like in your party after a battle, and it's like it kind of defeats the purpose of like individually grinding up Pokemon that are on your team in your team that you've caught. And it's like, it just kind of, it's not the best way to kind of play a game, because then you end up probably just kind of falling into that rhythm of just using the same Pokemon in your team the entire time, or just the same Pokemon from your party, rather than kind of switching up and mixing between what Pokemon you actually use in battle, rather than, like, most of the time somebody will just have one like over-leveled Pokemon that they use throughout like the entire game, rather than trying to kind of use different Pokemon, different styles, different types, whatnot. And it just gets a little bit boring for me. Like, some people are perfectly happy doing that, but I'm quite happy to kind of, I prefer kind of switching and get a little bit of grinding between the Pokemon, and it's a little bit more exciting, if you ask me, rather than some Pokemon just sitting in the back of your party and not really doing anything, and just leveling up for the sake of leveling up and not actually getting to use them and see what kind of Pokemon like they're better against or worse against, that kind of stuff. That's why I like these games a little bit more. Okay, now that is a Registeel. I'm gonna stay in here. This is a legendary Pokemon. We're gonna be really, really careful here, and we're gonna use the Super Potion. I want to maximize HP here. Because Registeel can no Explosion. Okay, it's using Stomp. That's fine. Okay. Now we're going to take a little bit of extra damage with that. Okay. I'm going to use Ember. Hopefully break out the Confusion. Okay, we make it through the Confusion. We've got a Charcoal on as well. Yeah, perfect. And a critical hit. Ideal. Now, Registeel might not have killed us with that Explosion, but like I've said so many times, it's better to be safe than sorry in a Nuzlocke, and really just maximise the HP there with that Super Potion. Okay, our mother in this game, or our mum, was phoning us to let us know that likely that she's bought something and it's in the Pokemart. So we will stop by there when we get there and get our free item. We're going to quickly save after that battle, because again, unfortunately this game's ROM is a little bit glitchy and sometimes doesn't always perform the best when you play for kind of prolonged periods of time. We'll save after that battle. Oh, running into another Pokemon. Could have been a Nidoran. We could have had Nidoking and Nidoqueen if we hadn't run into the Fearow here. Oh, pardon me. Get that EXP Flippers out in front. Let's have a practice battle. Yes indeed, I am absolutely A-okay with that. I'm all for the HP maximisation. We've given it the silver powder to power up this bug type move, so let's use that. Easy days, one shot. And Bulbasaur as well, we're going to stay in for that. That also has Sandstream. That's twice we've seen that back to back actually. We're going to use Icy Wind. We've got a stab Icy Wind here. Super effective. Nice and easy one shot. Flippers demolishing this team so far. I mean they are base evolutions, but still doing some decent work, and they are pretty weak as well. And Kadabra, the last one. We also have another super effective move against that in our Signal Beam, which is again also powered up with the silver powder. So this should be an easy one shot. Sorted, nice and easy. Quick battle, a minute that took probably. Dun, 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 dun. There's me vigorously mashing the A button to get through dialogue and get through all that stuff at the end. Yep, you can take my phone number. I generally just hand out the phone number in this game because it's like, I know that they can phone you to like want to battle again, or there's some kind of characters in this game that will phone you and give you an item to use. So like when I've played through like normally before, there's like a fisherman that gives out a water stone when he phones like and says like a certain thing. It's like he's caught something or he's fished up something, blah blah blah, and it's like the water stone. But it's only like a small percentage kind of chance that would happen. So, oh, we've just got one of those. We have added a Fearow to the squad already. Nice easy one shot with Icy Wind there. And we level up with Flippers. And slack off. Psycho's not seen some action in a while. Let's get her involved. Let's use that confusion, that boosted confusion. Oh, we are one-shotting Pokemon left, right and centre here. Now I know we're like, some of my Pokemon are final stage evolutions and whatnot, but something you don't really tend to see that often. I will absolutely trade phone numbers with you. We can battle again and get some extra EXP later on in the Nuzlocke, hopefully. Maybe when I'm grinding. It's absolutely fine by me. Do a quick change round again because I know Flipper's leveled up. I'll put Raspberry there. The only one without an item on the team. Don't worry, we'll get you an item soon. All sorted now. We've got a little bit of dialogue to go through here. The kind of the introduction here to the daycare actually, where you can put Pokemon in and get levels on them, and also kind of you can breed here as well and get eggs. Now, there's one thing I kind of do in Nuzlockes for when I'm playing through Nuzlocke and there is this kind of opportunity for Pokemon to be put in and level up a little bit, I will put Pokemon that have been in... Oh, what's this? Oh, Pokegear number. But yeah, so in Nuzlocke I tend to actually put... So, Shield is here. I'm the daycare lady, we can raise Pokemon for you. Would you like us to raise your Pokemon? I'm going to say no, because I'm going to trade out... We've got 2 Pokemon, rightly so, in the PC. Oh, 3 now, actually, sorry. Okay, so what is ability? Let's see Fearow, actually. We've not had a look at our Fearow here. The mild nature, so it's up in special attack, down in defense. Not spectacular, because it's not really a special attacker, it's more of a physical. Prevents its stats from being lowered. That's not a bad ability. Not a bad ability. So we had our No Guard Ditto and our Brave Natured Pure Power Nidorino. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not really likely to use Ditto. I don't really know for sure. But I'm gonna move this. We're just going to move Pokemon around just for just now to put... Oh, I didn't need to drop that. To put these 2 into the daycare just now and get them kind of a few extra levels. They're both level... Do not continue box operations. They're both level 13, I think, if I remember seeing that rightly. Oh, sorry. Level 5 and 13. So we're going to put both of these into the daycare and get some extra levels on them whilst we kind of still run through the Nuzlocke. So can you raise my Kingpin, Nidorino? We can raise 2. Yes, I would like you to raise my Fearow as well. So there they are, happily gallivanting about in the daycare there. It's kind of almost, it's like an easy, especially for a Nuzlocke, it's like an easy way to get EXP for your Pokemon without actually having to like continuously grind in the grass. Now, we're going to do a quick kind of trade around here because we know that the way the Pokemon were before is like that, I think. If I remember rightly. Oh, keep doing that. Let me double check. Yep, we're all good to go. We're going to leave those 2 behind. Oh, we've got an extra wee... Ah yeah, perfect. So we can always kind of phone up, and I think that's what's happening here. You can phone up and it'll tell you like how many levels they've gained since. So we know that Nidorino is 5 and Fearow is 13, so it'll tell us like kind of how many levels they've gained in that time. Now, I don't know... I'm going to just skip him just now. I don't think we actually battle him unless it's night. So yeah, we can skip him. We're going to try and skip this person as well. just because I want to get one little extra. We're not going to be able to get... We'll possibly maybe get an extra encounter. I don't think I'll be able to get the one up north, but there's a little bonus one that is going to... We're going to have to do something for here. So just for just now, and now that I remember, I probably could have done this just now. We're just going to quickly... We're going to deposit our alligator just now. And we are going to go this way. Because there is a static Pokemon here. Now, normally this Pokemon, I'm going to save again just before we finish up the episode after we get this encounter. There's normally a static Fearow this guy gives you that holds onto a male, and you're supposed to like deliver it, or a static Spearow that holds onto a male and you're supposed to give it to somebody else. But when it comes to Nuzlocke, you can use it as an extra encounter and we can add it to the team. I can indeed. So, receive the Spearow with male. And we have got, ooh, a Bronzong called Kenya. The grass male, up in speed, down in defense. I mean, it's not a fast Pokemon, prevents falling asleep. Not bad, pretty strong Pokemon to be fair. A decent one. Let me just move those moves around, otherwise that would kill me inside. Moves that I'm most likely to use. Now this could actually possibly be added to the team here. We do have a Psychic type already, but it'd be a good resistance kind of Pokemon with its high special defense and high defense. I know this Pokemon I think has, especially being a Steel type and a Psychic type, there's good combinations of like resistances and stuff there. So I'll have to have a think on it. There could possibly be some changes to the team, and we're just gonna take that male just now. Yeah, we're going to put it in the PC. On that note, with our newest addition to possibly to the team and possibly to the PC, we don't know yet, we'll decide before the next episode. We have made our way through Alex Forest, we have gained a few levels in our Pokemon, we have now added 2 Pokemon to the team or to the squad. There could be a little bit of rejigging, like I just said, with the Pokemon that are actually physically on our team, but for that, for now, we've now made it to Goldenrod City. Hopefully in the next episode we'll maybe move up a little bit, get another encounter and come back and take on the gym leader in Goldenrod. And for that, I have been KDP. This has been Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. See you.